Welcome to the Temple of Flame. On today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from Stagg Chili, it is the Dynamite Hot chili with beans ignited by habanero peppers. And I have not ever had, that I remember anyway, Stagg Chili. We've got, this is not a habanero. Where's the habaneros? We have what looks like jalapenos, possibly cayennes. I don't... There's no habaneros here. Why don't we? Interesting. Okay. So we have, okay, guajillo, habanero, and de arbol. And ignites, so chopped onions. We will see about that. This might be a very, very short review because if there's a lot of onions in here, I'm not going to be able to whack through this. But so you have tomatoes, tomato paste, beef. I don't know why I'm looking for that. So here we go. We have smoked chipotles, which is kind of redundant, actually. We have, that's a powder. Habanero peppers are a powder. Paprika's in there. Dehydrated bell peppers, dehydrated chile de arbol, salt. Where are the onions? Dehydrated onions. Okay, so those are jalapenos as well. So this is, it's not in less than 2%. It is a little bit higher than that in the ingredient list. So who knows? I might not be able to eat this. I'm hoping that it's far enough back that I will be at least able to sample it a bit, but if not, then not. It doesn't smell particularly oniony, so I'm hopeful. I'm cautiously optimistic, but there you can see it. Let's throw it in the bowl here. I don't, well, there's some there. All right, so there's about as much as we're getting out of this can. I might be able to poke around this, fish around it a little bit, and maybe at least have a sample of it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to go throw it in the old microwave here for maybe a minute, minute and a half, warm it up a little bit, and we'll be right back. And we are back. So, this has a really weird smell to it. So I'm going to try to, let's see, here's a chunk of, I'm assume that's beef. Here's a kidney bean. Let's do that. Here's a tomato. All right, we're going to just try just this a little bit here. There's onions everywhere in here. This is, I almost never buy canned chili, and I don't think I've had Stagg before. Usually I just make it, but this one I was like, Dynamite Hot. That could be worth a go. And, you know, kind of hope for the best. Maybe there's some actual heat to this. It smells bad, though. So... I don't know how much of this we're going to whack through, but we'll give it a go. We're here. Might as well, right? All right, let's get into it. This is kind of foul. The seasonings here are not very good. Well, no way I'm finishing this. This is, so you know the old adage about if you take someone who's not familiar with the food and you describe to them what should be in it and how it should taste, but they're not familiar, they never made it before, they're not competent at cooking it. That's kind of where this lands for me. Oh man, I can't do a lot of this. I'm trying to get some of the beef, some of the kidney beans, just so I can get a... So the flavor is awful. This is not something I will ever have again. Heat-wise, there is a little bit of punch to it, so I will give them that. This is just slop. This is bad. But it's like a default one. It's not anything hot. It's not good. This is... So I thought, last year, 2024, in 2024, I did a whole bunch of these off holidays, these holidays that you almost never hear about. And I tried to tie in some different chili head stuff to it. So, like National Worm Day, for instance, or National Baked Bread Day, or whatever. National Honey Day, or so on. Just random stuff. And I did partially because I knew I'd be upgrading my system, and I had a pretty substantial back pipeline of finished stuff that I wanted to get kind of posted and so on. So that was part of the reason. And I wasn't going to do it at all this year, 2025. But I saw this on the shelf and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. It's a pretty new product. I haven't seen it before. Oh man, this is like I'm picking kidney beans out. I'm picking this chunk of, they're calling it braised beef for some reason. I'm trying to just pick out some of these larger chunks. I just want to try to get a feel. This is just awful. Anyway, so I saw this and I thought, well, Dynamite Hot, habanero. I missed the Reaper chili that Hormel did a few years ago and then just never came back with. But at the time it was out, I wasn't doing FOH content. Anyway, I thought I'd do this, and I thought I'd just do maybe one more holiday for National Chili Day, and I'm honestly kind of embarrassed. I can't reasonably call this a celebration of chili. So I guess we won't call it that. We'll just call it a tie. If I ever made anything at this level, I would be just properly embarrassed. So flavor-wise, that was horrid. Heat-wise, I'll give it a default 1. It is not... The challenging part is definitely the flavor. Heat-wise, nope. It is punchier probably than most of the chilies out there in the can. And like I said, I just don't have them a lot. I find them to be generally pretty unsatisfying. This one definitely included as well. But so I guess I'm doing this more for coverage than anything else. But yeah, I mean, I don't know where else to go from flavor bad, heat minimal. That's really all I have to say about this. I certainly won't be getting this or probably anything else from Stagg ever again. If you like canned chili better than I do and don't have the onion issue I do, and you don't mind having honestly kind of inept canned chili, might be worth the go. It is, like I said, hotter than a lot of the other stuff out there, but that really isn't saying much. And flavor-wise, like I said, this is not good. Here's what's left of the bowl. You can see I had hardly any of it. Definitely a disappointment. I made chili on this channel that even just kind of throw random stuff together came out way better than that. And I've still got, one of the things I did the year before was I got this Japan crate, which had this S&B powder in it. And you can check out the video for that too if you're interested. I think it's in the everything else playlist. But I made a really nice chili with that. This is just, unfortunately, it's just honestly kind of bad. But there's pork in it, I guess, apparently. So, my first chili from Stagg. Very, very unimpressive. And I can't really think of anything to add to that. Like I said, compared to some of the other stuff, it is probably hotter than a lot of the other things out there. But the implication of Dynamite Hot is something that I don't think a chili head would find challenging, but hopefully would find satisfying. And certainly not the case here. Let's leave it right there. So that was the Stagg Dynamite Hot Chili. Number 4. In peace. To serve the flame.